So the other night, I was watching some Rocket League streamers, which actually isn't something I do a ton, and I decided it would be interesting to ask them all a question and see what I got for an answer. And I figured the most pressing, interesting question I could ask these people is, what is the thing that Rocket League needs to do right now? Like, what is the one major change that they saw as like important for Rocket League? And as you'll see, there's a bunch of people who answered the same things. And then obviously, you know, there's a good amount of variety as well. And who knows, maybe Psyonix will see this and sort of get an idea and a feel for really the things that the community and the content creators want. Because I think in general, the community would agree with most of these answers. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's see what the streamers had to say.
Yo, if there was one thing you could change about Rocket League right now, what would it be?
Is this the real FLuuMP? And is this going for a video or something? Fake FLuuMP? Well, I would hope it's real, but anyways, there's many things, but okay, I will say like 3 things, but then I will decide and say one. But one would be removing demos. I'm sorry guys, but like I just don't like the system. I would prefer just having bumps. In my opinion, that's more than enough. And also, I would add different maps. I hate that there's only one map and 30 skins for it. It feels like every game is kind of the same. Every game feels like you're just playing 5 minutes and who scores the most goals wins in the same map all the time, the same stuff. And third, I mean, for me, I would increase the ball speed. I would want this game to be slightly more fast-paced. But yeah, those 3 things. What is the most likely to happen, I think, would be having new maps, I think. So I'm gonna go with that. The number 1 thing I would want to happen though is removing demos. I just don't like them. So there you have it, FLuuMP or fake FLuuMP, whatever.
You'll lose them.
Yo Squishy, what's the one thing you'd change about Rocket League right now?
Want that change right now or remove demos? Remove demos or make the demo timer 1. Actually, FLuuMP? How you doing, man? Thank you to 5. Is that for a YouTube video, FLuuMP? What do you think about a big map with like 5 players? I'd be down. Probably meant to get more fun. Because now it comes down to like 1 single mistake. Whereas I guess 5 player, like 5 would do the same. They'd be down to 1 mistake as well, but it'd be better because like you'd have more space for plays and stuff. It wouldn't be forced by it. It wouldn't be like a shitty goal. It'd have to be a good goal, like a passing play or something. Surely, there's no way it'd be a bad goal in 5v5. But the games will also be 1 goal games always. So I don't know. The thing I've always liked the most about Rocket League is passing, and that's pretty much gone at this point. So I mean, people still pass, but not nearly as much as when the game was good.
Played, I think. Yo, FLuuMP! Yo, Fruity, what's the one thing I would change right now about Rocket League?
What's one thing you'd change about Rocket League?
How much time do we have? How much time do we have? We have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour? I have so many things. But the number 1 thing I think Rocket League would be good about is a ranked rework. I am tired of playing the same kind of lobbies and like MMR, Grand Champ. I think it's like we need a revamp of the rank system because it's getting stalemate and like it's stagnating. It's just boring. It's like no rewards, like same rewards. It's copy paste, like Control C, W, V, and then you have rewards. You know, it needs a new motivation for all players. I think a lot of players would come back to the game if there was a new rank system. Not gonna lie. Also free to play. That would be nice. The thing is, Psyonix are missing out on so much potential with Rocket League. They take too long to implement things, and when they implement things, it's half done. Look at the tournaments. What you could have done so much more with tournaments. Why not add an in-game reward system with it? You have faces integrated as well. You did nothing with it. Add a leaderboard system to it with rewards. I don't know. I just feel like you know, like they give us like so many like good things and then they just give us flat things. It's just a shame because I think there's so much potential in Rocket League.
Yo, what's the one thing you'd change about Rocket League right now?
One thing I would change about Rocket League right now? Ranking system. I feel like there should be a rank above Grand Champ for the 1800, 1700 people. Not just 1500 scum like me. That's the one thing I would change. Because I really think the pros should have another, I think it should be capped at like 1700 And then above that, I feel like there should be another rank. Because shoving in all the Grand Champ people, like, okay, say I'm Grand Champ, right? But I'm nowhere near the level the pros are at. Like, that's just not me. I've been almost 1600 before, but there's a huge skill gap between 1500s and 1800s. Done. And then Super GC, that's just the thing I would say. Is it a rank for 2000? Exactly, there definitely should be another rank.
Hey, the real FLuuMP, the YouTuber. Yeah, what's the one thing you would change about Rocket League right now? More boost, so that there's more freestyle, free play. Let's change it to 150 boost. Or 200. 150 or 200.
Don't look like death? I kinda do, dude. Wait, FLuuMP? FLuuMP with $5. If you could change one thing about Rocket League, what would it be? The way people have been taught to play this game, probably. Because everyone's like, oh my god, pressure, challenge everything. Whereas, you know, actually getting ball possession and creating plays with the ball would probably be more effective, but people don't play that way for some reason. So that's kind of it.
What's up? The one thing you would change about Rocket League right now? Oh! FLuuMP, alors there is more than one thing. I hope one dev of Phoenix hear me, because they never hear me. But I'm the one who streams the most on Twitch, you know, but they don't hear me. By the way, it's okay. So the one thing I will change, it's first, when I bomb someone in overtime of RLCS, if I flick the first one, if I'm the first one to flick, I can't bounce on his car and on score, on goal, the score. You know what I mean ou pas? Sans déconner. It's not possible. It's a physics, and the dev of Rocket League don't understand physics. So I will try one day to tell them how demo should work. So there is the first thing. After I guess one thing like for watch RLCS in the game, you know, because all the big game do it, except Rocket League. Ranked. Oh my god. Non, j'ai oublié la ranked. The ranked. So yeah, look up, and there is a solo standard. Who nobody play, nobody play. Only the people who can't play in RLCS, so they try to be good at this mod, but it's really. And 2v2 ranked team mod, yeah, team mod. Yo yokes, team mod will be really appreciated. Okay, did I respond good to your question, FLuuMP?
Yo, if you could change one thing about Rocket League, what would it be?
Damn, I don't know if I'm getting baited into a YouTube video or not. But just in case I am, I personally believe the competitive scene, as long as non-standard maps were being able to be picked from in ranked mode, like you can choose to play them or not, I think it would actually make the pro scene more enjoyable to watch. I think that was their #1 thing, in my opinion, that they should have left in the game. They should have trashed 1s and 2s and the ability to play like Wasteland and old Neo Tokyo and things like that. But in 3v3, I think with the skill level that it is now, I think it would be dope to watch really good players play on different maps from time to time. Controversial, but I think it would make it interesting.
If there was one thing you could change about Rocket League, what would it be?
FLuuMP? I don't know if it's the real FLuuMP. It might be the real FLuuMP, because he asked me a question that could be in a video or something. If there was one thing you could change about Rocket League, what would it be? Oh my god. Honestly, probably like team ranked. A team ranked system that could like actually lead into like RLCS qualifiers or something like that. So team rank can actually be competitive and fun. That's probably what I would say. I bet you a lot of people would say the same thing though.
Yo, FLuuMP with the Panther, bro. Yo, if you could change one thing about Rocket League, what would it be? Add no standard maps back to rank.
If I could change one thing about Rocket League. I wish it was free to play. Or like, are you talking about like, I guess that's not really the actual game, that's just the purpose of it. Change one thing about Rocket League. I would change the fact that the voice chat in game does not work. I would make it work. That's what I would do. I'd make it work.
Yo, FLuuMP. Is that real FLuuMP? Gonna get scored on. Yep. If you could change one thing about Rocket League, what would it be? One thing. Custom map support. I think FLuuMP's making a video. Just custom map support, I guess. Whatever that means. But not sure how far that would go, but you know, like in-game custom maps, rotating game modes.
If you could change one thing about Rocket League, what would it be?
If I could change one thing about Rocket League, what would it be? More updates. That's what I would do. It's been literally 2 years since Dropshot came out. Was that the real FLuuMP? Wait. Oh! Yeet. Make it easier to do custom games. Mutators. I don't know. I already said like 20 things. You said one thing. Okay, one thing I would change. Fix, or well, I mean, I wouldn't change it, but fix the, what's it called? The voice chat. Voice chat is horrible in this game.
All right, it's a rubbish map. Fix up double goal. Just a little bit of it, just a little tweak to the norm. Just enough to make it interesting to watch. Imagine, right? RLCS starts. It's James Bot and Jorby, one of my favorite combos at the moment, right? Wow, Jorby, did you know that Kronovi has a 36% win percentage on double goal? And Jorby goes, is that it? It'll be hoping to do a lot better as we go into this game. It's game 1 of Rogue versus Dignitas in the grand finals, which is being held on double goal. Like, it would be awesome. That's the thing about these things. That's why Rocket Labs is such a good idea, because in theory, people would try them out and be like, this isn't quite right. You need to move this ramp this way. I imagine a map that really celebrates mechanical players. And you're like, Dignitas are going to win this one. They've got Astral. But then it's Astral v Justin. And for the both of those teams are unbeaten this season, because obviously their mechanics are probably best in EU and best in NA, right? And then they come up against each other like, shit, who's going to win the battle of the high goal big boys? I hope that helps, Mr. FLuuMP.
Yeah, if I could change one thing about Rocket League, I would change the fact that there is no club mode or team ranked mode. A team ranked mode would be f***ing sick. Sorry, if this is for a video FLuuMP, I've sworn. Let me redo that again. Let me do that again. Hang on. New take. Take 2. Take 2. Like, you can have then the pros queue up. You've already got other clubs and stuff with their ticks, but that's not really doing anything. So add in a team ranked mode, like that was apparently in SARP, and then you will be able to, and then you'll be able to queue with the team, queue into other pre-made teams. It's basically solo standard, but like the opposite way around. So everybody's in a team as opposed to just some people.
What's the one thing you change about Rocket League if you could? All right. Today, especially, they need to freaking fix their tournaments. Oh my goodness. If you're in free play and you play in a tournament and it's round 1, you won't connect unless you go to the main menu. And then I got scored on. No, I'm just kidding. Literally today I just got kicked out of the server randomly. I had to restart my Rocket League and then join back in. Like, there's so many things where, especially with tournaments, you can't spectate. You can't freaking, after you play a tournament that you created yourself. That's just one aspect of the game. There's a lot of things that I would change about Rocket League, but that just really makes me infuriated because I've been having a lot of issues making tournaments, and it's just
Yo, what's one thing you would change about
Is that real FLuuMP? Hello? Thank you so much for the $5. One thing I could change about Rocket League if I could is I would fix tournaments. Tournaments are so broken. You're live, don't be nervous. You're on YouTube right now. No way. It's not the real FLuuMP. No way.